Hi, welcome back. I'm going to do a quick video on a fire extinguisher I've just got. It's an Elements fire extinguisher. Quick short video, shouldn't take long to install. The full review of the extinguisher and what I'm going to do, you'll see that on the link below. Welcome back to Off the Beaten Track Canada. Today, as I mentioned, I'm going to be covering the Element fire extinguisher. It's quite a small unit. It's light. There's a little bit of weight in there, but it's not a great deal. The carrying handle is hollow. It's very versatile. We can fit this in many places. Today I'm going to be using the bracket, which I'll show you shortly. I'll put this under the seat so it's accessible. I've also got another one I'm going to put in my trailer, and I'll show you how we do that one also. Let's get into it. Let's get fitted. Give me peace of mind on the trails, knowing I've got some fire suppression should I require it, because a small fire can be handled before it gets into any kind of raging big fire. Usually there are electrical fires on a vehicle, but there are many reasons and many causes of it. So because it's quite a versatile extinguisher, we can use it in the vehicle and at camp and any grease fires, etc. So it will be some good piece of kit in the vehicle. The under seat bracket I got was the Bracketeer automotive fire extinguisher brackets. I'll put a link below. This is the one I'm using. I've done some assembly already. We just put some of these nuts in with the supplied hardware. There are some extra pieces, providing if your chair doesn't support the bracket you've got. I've installed these already. I've Loctite these with blue Loctite because these aren't going to change. When I've decided where these will go width-wise under the seat, then I'll Loctite them as well. But there's a quick look at what I've done so far. It's quite a simple bracket, but it should fit in the Jeep quite well. The Element fire extinguisher. It's a 50-second fire extinguisher. It's rated for all the usual. I'll say the usual. It's A, B, C, and K. So wood, coal, trash, flammable liquids and gases, electrical up to 100,000 volts, cooking oils and greases. It's one good thing about this one. It doesn't expire, so it doesn't have any gas in to expel the extinguisher. It's a strike and extinguish. I'll link some YouTube videos regarding this particular fire extinguisher below. I'll put the link to it and I'll put the cost in below too. Let's have a look. So it comes with one single mount. It's plastic. It does feel durable. And it's plenty. It's not a heavy fire extinguisher, and most of the weight's in the red compartment here. I feel it would hold it, but I'm going to use two of these because I've got two fire extinguishers. I'm going to use both brackets on my trailer, and I'm going to use the under seat one for the other fire extinguisher. So with this one, there's the strike element, and on the base you have the striker. You would strike that and point it at the fire to eliminate the fire. As I mentioned, you've got 50 seconds of continuous fire suppression. Okay, it's time for install. We're going to install this bracket first. Ensure you have the sliders on the top, because in the Jeep JKU this rails are quite narrow, so I've had to get the full adjustment available. And I've used the two Allen bolts as close as possible, so give me that maximum adjustment. So I'm going to fit that first, then I'm going to fit my brackets to sit on top, and they probably have to be the nearest available bolts on top here, due to the fitment when it's in there. But I'll show you once I've fit those pieces. Once I've got the bracket in place, I'm going to hold it in place with these threaded bolts here. So once it's sat on the rails in the right place, I'm going to use the Allen key which is provided and tighten up on these bolts. That will secure that in place, and then I will finish adjusting these and then set them in place again as well. Looks like the seat rails are going to be too narrow for this bracket. I've got these on both sides, and I've put these on as instructed, but it's pushing it too narrow. There's no holes ready for these brackets, or there are, but they're too close together. These brackets are covering the standard holes, so it's either drill new holes into the bracket for it to fit like that, and be a narrow front, which is not an issue, or put it in the second option, which I'll show you shortly, and that's right under the seat, utilising the bolt that fastens this rail down, the bolt that fastens this rail down. It's getting under the here to access it. It's a bit of a bitch. It's just right under there. It fits and it sits nicely, I'm sure. It's just a little bit further back. This is fastened in alright, but I don't like it. I'd have to drill new holes into this bracket. I think I'll stick with the sitting further back and having it here. Okay, let's get into it. It's going to be a bitch to get in there, but it's something I've got to do, I think. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so I'm using a 13mm bolt, and the furthermost forward nut holds the seat down. This next one's going to be tricky as hell. It's just under here, but I've got to reach underneath the seat mount to get to it. Finally, I stripped this down. It was impossible to fit while it was all assembled, so I'm going to try and assemble this underneath, slipping the nut under and tighten it up. Here it goes. Oh, I've got it. Oh, he's only going to got it. I'm going to leave it a loose fit for now, so that can hang down. Can't get my arm out. Now this one under here, it's just about here. You can now leave that loose for now. Right, I'm going to fit this bracket onto the two pieces I've just put in. I'm going to use 4 of the Allen bolts to sit on top. If I can get 4 in. Let me get in the centre buffet so I can get in there. That's better. This is not easy. No, I think I'm going to have to attach the bracket to this one, so I can get in underneath. So after a bit of trial and error, I've Loctited them in place. They should be good to fit there right now. I've moved the extender as close as I can this way, and I've used the bolt holes furthest away from this bracket, and that should fit inside now. I'll get this on. He's only going to got it again. Holy shit balls. Eureka! Okay, let's put this in place. So I'm going to tighten it totally up. I still want some movement here just in case I need to adjust it. Wow, that was a bitch. Okay, let's fit this other one now. I'm going to have to bend it up a little bit to reach. I think I'm going to have to put the bolts in the underside on this one. Let's nip them up. I'll just stop this is alright. So let's just test this operation. I'll obviously have to set the seat back, but it's invisible here. Slide it back, and we've grabbed it pretty quick. I like that. I can still get my hand in to change the seat. Let's show you again just where I've put the brackets. On this one I had to lift it, raise it over this ledge here, and then fasten it down, otherwise it wouldn't have gone in, it'd been pushing that way. But with that pushed up and raised, this one has matched anyway. So that's the second option, the fitting, so it's a lot further back while it's in under the seat. There's two variants there. You see the first one clearly, it's a lot more accessible, so if you need it in a panic, in a rush, you can just grab it. The second one, it's out of the way. All you need to do is slide the seat back and grab it, but it depends on your personal preference. I'm going to put it back to how it was the first time now. Okay, I made some adjustments. You'll see it here where I've done this. I've flipped this bracket, so I've got the short end and the crossbar and the long end to support this one, to support the fire extinguisher. I think that will be much better. And so I'm going to finish flipping this one down, and I think that'll be better for me there. It'll give me more room when I'm grabbing the handle, and it'll just be a better place for it to sit. Let's see now. I'm going to flip this one, see how we get on. Okay, yeah, I think I'm a lot happy with that fitment now. So I flipped it so the long part comes downwards, giving me more range here. And I mentioned the fitments earlier, but that's how we're looking right now. It's a much smoother fit. Quite clearer of the seat, but also quite accessible. It's not going to bother me with my feet and my heels, because it's quite flush with the chair. Because it's a small fire extinguisher, it's quite low profile, that. Good, yeah, I'm happy with that. That's done, thank heavens. My arm is in clip from trying to reach under the chair all the time. Time to do the trailer. I'm going to use alien tape. Brand new to me, never knew what it was before. It seems quite adhesive, seems quite strong. My only worry is how secure is it going to be if it's bouncing around, dust gets in there. Is it going to stay there? I think I'm going to put some bolts in just to secure it. I just didn't want to tap into the tongue box if I could help it. It's a nice aluminium, brand new tongue box. I just didn't want to put bolts in there, but we'll see how it holds up. If it doesn't hold up, I'll maybe put it on the back board where the electrics are. But I think that's a good place to put it in there. It's out of the elements, and people aren't going to steal it either. Let's get cracking with that one. I'm going to try some of this crazy alien tape. I'll just clean the surfaces. Oh, I'll put it upside down. I don't know if you've seen the alien tape, but it's like the no nail stuff we can get. This is just a test of this new alien tape I got. It's probably not going to stay here. I'll probably put bolts straight through and make it a more secure fit. I thought I'd try it. I think this is the ideal place for this fire extinguisher. Yeah, I'm happy with that now. Some to and froing, changing positions, backwards, forwards, up, down. The choice I made to try it further in with the difficult nuts and bolts, that was a useful exercise, and it's something to remember if in future, if you want to go that way and tuck it right out of the way. If you have a larger fire extinguisher, it may not work. With this element fire extinguisher, the E50, that works quite well, but it's a little bit further tucked away. I've had to adjust this one. I used a drill to create a new bolt on top, because the rails on the Jeep, as I mentioned, are much more narrow. So it covered up the mounting holes for the fire extinguisher, so the brackets. I used the fire extinguisher brackets where it had one hole on top, giving me three down, and I could mount the fire extinguisher a lot lower. Well, that's a wrap for that video. Pretty simple fit, an easy fit. Fiddly. Trying to get your arm underneath the vehicle. Got a bit of grease on myself from the hinges and the tracks, the door hinges, etc. All in all, it probably took me less than an hour. I could have done it even quicker if I could have got the little nuts in properly. So that's a simple fit, all done and dusted. They look pretty good. It's not about looks, it's the functionality. I think they'll function very well. They're in a handy place. If you're interested in that product, I'm not linked to them, I'm not affiliated, nothing like that. It's just something I found, something I wanted to use. I like the idea it won't expire. Because some of the fire extinguishers, they decompress, not decompress, some of the fire extinguishers, they lose pressure and you have to get them recharged or start again. Or get them inspected. So yeah, I like that. So these, I can always rely on them. And it'll give me 50 seconds of discharge. If you like my videos, hit the bell. It'll tell you when I'm making any new ones. And subscribe. Take care guys, until next time, all the best. See you there.